The world of Manhwa is getting bigger and better day by day, and now we have countless options for finding new series to read. But with so many options available, it can be a little overwhelming to find and read all good series. So today I will be recommending you all top 10 manhwa and manhwa you should bookmark right now. So let's start our list.
But something deep inside won't let me quit. I swear that I'm inspired by all this shit. Tell me that I can and I won't. That's what guides me the most. Fuck your lies, I'll do what I want.
Coming at number 10, we have I Rely on Cheat to Hunt Gods. The protagonist Zhang Yi was really strong player of the virtual reality game called Apocalypse. Later, he gets betrayed and killed by his brother and lover after obtaining a rare in-game item. However, rather than dying, he gets regressed back to the day when the game was just about to be released. Now, relying on the memories of the previous life, he must become stronger and take revenge and explore the unknown secrets about the world of Apocalypse. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is decent. The main character uses his knowledge and gets a huge head start over the other players. He's also a bit cunning and doesn't forgive anyone that try to hurt him. The action scenes are also decent, but the side characters are not that well written, so give it a try if you have nothing else to read. Coming at number 9, we have Rebirth of the Strongest Sword God. Shi Feng was one of the strongest player of the online game God's Domain. But one day he gets betrayed by his own guild, and after a night of drinking, he wakes up to find himself 10 years in the past when God's Domain had just been released. Now with his past life's memories and his 10 years of experience, Shi Feng starts off on a journey back to the pinnacle once more, and this time he won't be controlled by others. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is quite decent. The main character is strong right from the start and uses his knowledge of the game to his utmost advantage. The side characters are not that great, but the action scenes are pretty decent. So if you are a fan of VR MMO manhwas, then you can give this one a try. Coming at number 8, we have Pride of the Blade. In the province located in the northwest China, the Iron Flag Alliance had always indulged in war against the Nine Dragon cult in order to gain control over province. This is the story of Dae Do-oh, a mysterious martial artist who becomes the captain of one of the subunits of the Iron Flag Alliance's Black Flag Hall. Watch him as he turns the tides on the ongoing war and defends the Iron Flag Alliance from the unknown enemies. This is a Murim manhwa with a pretty decent art and storyline. The main character is strong right from the start and gets even stronger as the story goes on. The side characters are also well portrayed and they help the main character to the best of their abilities. Coming at number 7, we have Death Knight Gunther. The war between humans and vampires ended with the victory of the vampires after the king of humans gave up his last struggle and surrendered. Now, in order to have a fighting chance, a selected few humans succeeded in producing an immortal corpse knight capable of fighting on par with the vampires. Now it's up to these people to eradicate the vampires and bring peace to humanity once again. The storyline of this manhwa is good and its art style fits its plot really nicely. The main character is strong and fearless and kills all of his enemies without showing any mercy. The side characters are also very supportive and they help the main character with everything they have. Coming at number 6, we have Wild West Murim. In a world where the Han Empire of China never fell, martial artists under the royal family used this power to steal from the common people. So when a new continent was discovered, both good and evil men alike flee to settle there and escape the tyranny of the emperor, opening up the era of a martial Wild West. Zhang Qian was a man of the modern times who reincarnated to this world, but it was nothing like a fantastical Murim world he knew from reading martial arts novels. Now it's up to him to bring the true martial arts back to the new martial arts realm. This is a very unique Murim manhwa with great art and a good storyline. The main character is strong and ruthless and kills anyone that try to hurt him. The side characters are also well portrayed and the action scenes are also very thrilling. So if you are looking for something new to read, then definitely give this one a try. Coming at number 5, we have Drug Devourer. After the appearance of Gates, many otherworldly monsters started appearing on Earth, and to stop them, beings possessing supernatural powers called saints started their retaliation. Over time, even normal people began to show potential to become saints and gained lifespans comparable to the monsters. This is the story of Park Han-yul, a 22-year-old man who possessed a special ability that allowed him to consume chemicals to bring out their full potential. Watch him as he becomes the strongest saint and the hope of humanity. This is a very unique monster and hunter manhwa with a really interesting story. Its art is really good and it becomes even better during fight scenes. The main character is weak at the start but gets stronger really quickly. He's very kind and always helps the people around him no matter how dangerous the situation is. So if you are looking for a good monster and hunter manhwa, then you should definitely give this one a read. Coming at number 4, we have youngest son of the renowned magic clan. Cha Min-sung was a mediocre author who wrote novels with flimsy plotline and rubbish setting. One day his life changes completely when he ends up getting reincarnated in his novel in the body of Rasen Maiden, a side character who gets murdered at the age of 17. Now he must do everything he can and use his knowledge of the novel to change his fate. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is good. The main character gets a cheat ability that makes his journey much easier. He's also smart and thinks carefully to get out of any difficult situations. The side characters are also written nicely and they go through development alongside the main character. Coming at number 3, we have Unrivaled Villain. Lee Si-woon was an ordinary 32-year-old man who gets reincarnated in the world of martial arts novel he wrote 10 years ago. He wakes up in the body of Hyuk-ryun-won, the fourth son of demonic cult's leader, who was famous for being a womanizer and a martial arts weakling. And to add on to that, he gets killed in one shot by the main character of the novel. Now he will have to use any means necessary to get stronger and change his doomed future. The art style of this manhwa is good, even though it's a bit old-fashioned, and its story is really interesting. The main character trains really hard to become stronger and uses his knowledge to recruit all the talented characters. The action scenes are also really well drawn and will keep you entertained throughout the story. Coming at number 2, we have Dungeon Odyssey. After a war with the underground labyrinth masters that went on for decades, humanity finally managed to defeat the monsters and attained victory. And after their defeat, the labyrinth masters were forced to release their prisoners of war that included the children that were born and raised in the dungeons. These individuals had special abilities and enhanced physical abilities and were known as dungeon babies. This is the story of Kim Jin-woo, a dungeon baby who ascends the throne to become the king of a labyrinth. This is a dungeon and monsters manhwa with good art and a great storyline. The main character is smart and strong right from the start and goes through character development as the story goes on. The action scenes are also decent and all the side characters have depth to them. Coming at number 1, we have the youngest son of a conglomerate. The protagonist Yoon Hyun-woo worked like a slave and did all dirty jobs for the people of Sunyang Group. But after 13 years of hard work, he gets betrayed and killed by the same person he worked for. Just when he thought it was all over, he somehow wakes up in the body of Jin Do-jun, the grandson of Sunyang Group's chairman. This is his story as he takes revenge and makes the Sunyang Group his own. Both the art and the story of this manhwa is really good. The main character is smart and kind-hearted and doesn't forgive anyone that mess with the people he cares for. The side characters are also realistic and they make the story much more enjoyable. That's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and I will see you in the next one.